Greetings, Metal Fiends. I thought I'd do a little bit of a short update tonight. Just highlighting a couple of albums coming out soon or are out already, some of them, or one of them. And I'm going to start with Evil Dead, thrash band, California, featuring Juan Garcia, ex-Agent Steel, ex-Abattoir, and currently also guitarist in Body Count, who have also got a new album out. I've just figured out. I'll have to do that in the next one. But the topic is about Evil Dead. They've got an album out called Toxic Grace, and I'm just going to play you a short clip of the song Raising Fresh Hell. So if you like your thrash old school and old school produced, check this one out. For all those black metal fans out there, 1349 have just released a single, Shadow Point. I personally love 1349. Next to Urgahel and obviously the old Mayhem and stuff, they're one of my favorite bands. Now 1349 have ventured. They've done the really brutal old school black metal stuff, but they've gone into thrash territories. The guitaring has introduced some voivodish kind of chords as well on the last album, on Massive Cauldron of Chaos, I think it was called. So they always go their own way. Very interesting material. They try not to be too stereotypical. I need to let this one sink in. I've just heard about this one today. So I'm going to play you a short clip of Shadow Point. Check it out. Then, of course, the Egyptologists are back. Nile. From the album, apparently it's called The Underworld Awaits Us All, out in August. And, expect more Nile technical wizardry and really fast-paced stuff. Which I find welcoming, because I found their very slow albums a bit ploddy. But let's check it out. We don't know how much of the new album will be fast-paced. I always love their more fast-paced albums. But it's also what I found with the last few Nile albums. It seems like it's, they still deliver high-quality material, obviously. But I sometimes get the feeling that the recipe is wearing, dare I say it, off. And and all respect to the musicians, I think it must be so hard to come up with new, innovative ways to change the sound, the genre, the what they're doing. And but still, I think this one sounds really promising, and I'm going to play you a snippet of To Strike with Secret Fang. I hope I've got the title right. I might be cursed with an Egyptian curse or something. Check it out. By the way, that 1349 album will come out predictably in October. Then for all the goth freaks out there, all the all typo negative fans, 69 Eyes, okay, 69 Eyes, not really. Put it this way, all the people that have been waiting for a cool gothic band and with good songs to come around, Cemetery Skyline might be the thing. I mean, featuring musicians from Insomnium and Dark Tranquillity. The band features Michael Stanne from said band, Dark Tranquillity, and also Halo Effect, I think. Both bands, I've never been a big Dark Tranquillity fan, but I must say, what this man delivers on here, and I've heard 3 singles of whatever the upcoming album is titled. I couldn't find that out right now. But man, solid, just really catchy, gothic, typo negative tinged metal. Yeah, I guess. Well produced, fucking amazing production. Do yourself a favor, crank this on headphones. I mean, I think they spent the odd dollar to get the sound. So I'm going to play a snippet of The Coldest Heart.
So keep your lies in order, and we will never know. She sets her plan in motion to wish the world away. She dreams of 2 souls united and the lasting flames of love, from the walls to the outside darkness.
And we've got another thrash band in the roster here. Flotsam and Jetsam are back. It seems Flotsam and Jetsam have dissed their little classic metal, what is it? Classic, like straightforward metal, melodic metal excursion from the days of albums like The Cold, where they went really melodic and, my God, and very well so. Awesome songs on there. And they've really gone back to all guns blazing, it seems. Whether the whole album will be like this, there's no telling. All I know is that all the album's covers are starting to sound the same, look the same. It seems to always be some sort of Flotzilla coming out of the ocean. And so, note to the graphic department, please just try and do something different next time. Flotsam's new album is titled I Am the Weapon, and it will be out in September. So here's a little snippet from Primal.
Straight up from your skin, from tunnel vision forcing you to escalate, violence using pride on you as bait. Your teeth are clenched, adrenaline, you feel the anger come from within. Primal, instincts rising to the surface.
And last but not least, I would like to mention, I don't have any release dates, I don't have anything, I don't have any music, proper music to play you. I'm already running the razor's edge here to just play you snippets. But Nasty Savage is bringing out Jeopardy Room, and from what I've heard, like I've done that little post, oh man, it's sounding good. Produced at Morris Sound Studios by the mighty Jim Morris, man, Tampa, Florida, quality steel. Grade A. Um, I think we can expect a really fantastic. Yeah, what was the style that Nasty Savage did? It was in a way already progressive somehow, but still like metal, just metal, power metal. But that was the old terminology for power metal, um, until it got sort of bastardized, and now it's like power metal is like all the Halloween clones. I don't know, but way back then when I grew up and listening to metal, power metal was like, oh, what was power metal? Like bands like Toranaga and Nasty Savage, just like the bands that were like a bit more, almost like traditional metal, but with a slight speed thrash tinge. Almost like something like that. Hard to explain, but anyway, there goes the term. I think it's sort of changed nowadays. Um, yeah, so that's my spiel for today. Just a couple of albums I'd like to rub in your face. Um, I guess there must be a multitude of more albums coming out at the moment, but those are the ones that caught my interest, and maybe they point you in the right direction. I think I can personally really recommend Cemetery Skyline if you're in a gothic, melancholic mood. So that'll be a really killer album to listen to, I think, and I hope that quality maintains throughout the 10, 12, whatever tracks they do. But also for the rest of the albums. Let's see how they turn out. That was it for today. I'm still trying to get hold of Juan Garcia of Evil Dead. He's just been on European tour. It was way too stressful to do an interview. So I'm hoping when he gets back in the US now, we can schedule something. Also, I've been talking to Phil Fasciana from 11 Creation. However, they are currently in Tampa recording the next album. So I think he might have bitten off a bit more than he can chew. So he's just going to focus on recording now and then do the interview properly. I hope to be talking to him because it'd be very interesting. I've always wanted to talk to Malevolent Creation, one of my favorite death bands ever, and the band, in my opinion, with the best death metal vocalist ever. Rest in peace, Brett Hoffman. What else can I say? Also, I'll be featuring a South African producer soon. I don't have a scheduled date yet. He went by the name of Philip Nell, nowadays Anchor Nell. Probably what you would call in South Africa I don't want to compare, but in a way, it was like the South African Scott Burns almost. Renowned for the recordings for bands like VOD, Voice of Destruction, Retribution Denied, Debauchery, Abhorrence, a couple of others spring to mind. But he also ran, together with the drummer from Retribution Denied, ran a label called In-House Records. And they were probably at the forefront of producing metal in South Africa, And another band comes to mind, Strider. I will try and put a clip in. I'm not promising. I'll try and get a clip and just put that in, but it'll be a very retro clip. I hope to be chatting to him soon about how things developed in South Africa way back then, how it all accumulated, what the South African scene is like nowadays. We're not talking Sam Dunn here. I think Sam Dunn visited SA in Southern Africa and just completely evaded the origins, the original bands, which were VOD and then Namibia, Arcana, and so a little bit of a history gap there. But anyway, all credit to the bands that are currently holding up the flag, like, Overthrust and the numerous bands in South Africa. So I'm not dissing anybody. It's just, I just felt like a couple of history pages got skipped there. And we hope to be catching all that up with Philip/Anchor Nell, and also talk about some, just his standpoint from being an old engineering cat and really having worked way back in those days on Neve desks and analog, and how he feels about production these days. And so should be quite interesting. Another thanks goes out to all the people that have subscribed recently. I won't be able to thank you all individually. I really appreciate you supporting my channel. Was amazed to see all the likes to the Vinny Labella Exhorter video. Loved all the likes to the Megadeth live report from Oberhausen. Amazing, really. Thanks, guys. If you enjoy my channel, please just give me a subscription and drop a like here or there. It really helps me just with, like they say, the algorithm. Also, extended thanks goes out to all the people that I know personally that have actually made the effort of subscribing to my channel. You know, there's always like a lot of talk, but no action. So those that have actually subscribed, you know who you are. Respect and thanks for supporting me. Okay, check you next time. I hope to be delivering a couple of interviews very soon. I'm constantly digging, constantly writing to people. Also people I've had on the show before to see how they're running with new material and what's happening. So, I mean, all these people are also very busy. We'll see what materializes, but I'll keep you updated. But for now, enjoy these select few tunes off the coming new albums and have a blasting weekend.